Your mother, the one who once held your face in her hands, who whispered comfort into your heart when the world felt too heavy, is closer to you right now than you realize. Though she stepped into heaven, she has never stepped away from your life. Her soul has been restless, reaching again and again, whispering through dreams, through sudden waves of emotion, through that quiet moment when you feel her presence in the room. Today Archangel Michael himself has carried her words across the veil, because she has been begging heaven to let you hear her voice one more time. This is not coincidence. This is her message breaking through the silence of eternity. She says, "My child, I never left you. I have been watching every step, listening to every thought, holding back tears when I see your pain. I begged God to allow me this moment, because I cannot stay quiet anymore. I want you to know that your tears have never fallen unseen. The pillow that carried your cries at night also carried my unseen embrace. You thought you were alone, but I was beside you in the shadows, whispering strength when you felt like giving up. I am closer than the beating of your heart, closer than the breath in your chest, closer than the wind that brushes across your face." Archangel Michael lifts her words like fire, his voice echoing with divine authority. Listen carefully, because this is not a message meant for the world, this is for you alone. Heaven has bent the laws of time and distance so that love could not be silenced. The one you called mother has stood before God's throne, asking that you be comforted, asking that you not walk another day believing you were abandoned. Her prayers are the reason this message has reached you today. Do not doubt this moment. Her love still carries power, her presence still covers you. Your mother is telling you now that the small signs you've been ignoring were not accidents. The dream where you saw her smile was not just imagination. The sudden scent of her perfume lingering in the air was not coincidence. The butterfly that landed near your window, the gentle voice that called your name when no one was there, these were her ways of reaching through the veil, reminding you she still walks beside you. Every time your heart trembled with memory, it was her hand brushing yours in spirit. She is closer than you think. She says, "My child, I am proud of you. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you thought you failed, I saw your strength. You became more than I ever dreamed, and I need you to know this: nothing you ever did disappointed me. The mistakes, the regrets, the moments you wish you could erase, they do not define you in my eyes. I see the purity of your soul, the courage in your struggle, the love in your heart. You are everything I prayed you would be, and more." Archangel Michael speaks again, his sword gleaming with the light of truth. This bond between mother and child has not been broken by death. Heaven itself testifies that love cannot die. Every prayer she offered for you still surrounds your life like a shield. Every blessing she asked God to give you is waiting at your door. She has been begging heaven to make sure you finally understand: you were never abandoned, you were never forgotten. Even now, she walks in the light, watching over you with eyes of love. Feel her now. She is standing closer than you think. She is not far away in some unreachable place. She is right here, whispering through this message, touching your heart in ways words cannot capture. The ache you carry in your chest is her spirit pressing against yours, reminding you that love lives beyond the grave. She says, "Do not cry for me in sorrow, but carry me with joy. I live on through your smile, through your kindness, through the strength you show every day. When you laugh, I laugh with you. When you hurt, I place my hands on your shoulders. When you pray, I kneel beside you in heaven, echoing every word. And Archangel Michael declares, this message is not chance, not accident. It is divine appointment. She has begged to speak, and today, heaven opened the gate. If you hear this, do not ignore it. Let it sink into your soul. Let it heal the wound you've been carrying. You are loved, more deeply than words can ever tell. There are moments in life when silence speaks louder than words, when the air itself feels thick with the presence of someone you love. That is where you are standing now, my beloved soul. Archangel Michael has been circling your name with light, and your mother, the one who once carried you within her own body, has not stopped pressing her prayers against the throne of heaven. She begged for this moment, and heaven has answered. What you are hearing now is not random, not an accident, but the continuation of her love story that has never ended. She whispers, my child, you think time has stolen me from you. You look at the years that have passed since I left, and sometimes you wonder if I even see you anymore. But heaven has no distance, no boundary, no separation. The same God who placed me in your life gave me permission to keep walking with you in spirit. I have been at every crossroad, I have stood beside you in your lowest valley, I have rejoiced silently at your quiet victories. You did not see me, but I saw you. You did not hear me, but I whispered your name into the winds. You thought I was far, but I have been closer than your own breath. Your heart may ache with the thought of the things you never got to say to her, the apologies, the words of love, the stories left unfinished. But she speaks now with a clarity that only heaven gives. There is nothing you could have said or left unsaid that could have changed my love for you. You were my heart then, you are my heart now, and you will always be my heart even in eternity. I carried forgiveness in my soul before you even knew you needed it. I carried pride in you even before you saw yourself clearly. My love was never fragile, it was unbreakable, eternal, unstoppable. Archangel Michael raises his voice, his wings stretching across the heavens, carrying her words like thunder wrapped in tenderness. Do you hear this? You who are listening now, this message is being delivered because you were chosen to hear it. Not everyone receives a moment like this. Heaven opened this path for you because you have carried too much weight in your soul. The time has come for you to understand, you are not walking without her. Her spirit has been a constant witness to your life. Think of the nights when sleep would not come, when you stared at the ceiling searching for answers. She was there, pressing her unseen hand against your forehead, whispering for God to calm your storms. Think of the mornings when you rose in exhaustion, yet something gave you strength to keep moving. That strength was her prayer echoing from heaven's altar, pouring courage into your bones. Think of the decisions you made when you weren't sure if they were right. She was at your side, asking God to guide you, covering you with a shield of grace you did not see but always felt. She says, my child, the life you are living is not in vain. Every step you take carries a piece of me. When you smile, my spirit smiles through you. When you love, I live again in your tenderness. When you forgive, I am present in your mercy. You carry me more than you realize, for you are the continuation of my heartbeat. Do not think of me as gone, think of me as multiplied. I am no longer bound to one place, one moment, one season. I live in the eternal space of heaven, and from there I move like wind around you, always near, always present. Archangel Michael presses the weight of these words deeper, his presence like a fire of truth surrounding you. Your tears do not fall unseen. Heaven watches, and your mother watches. Every drop has been collected in the jar of remembrance. Nothing about you is forgotten. Nothing about your pain is ignored. The love of a mother does not end at the grave, it becomes more powerful, because it is purified by the presence of God. There were days when you felt misunderstood, when people around you could not see the depth of your struggle. But she saw it. She still sees it. She says, I know the weight you carry when no one else knows. I know the fears you never confess out loud. I know the dreams that keep you awake at night. Do not be afraid, because I have carried every one of them into heaven's court. I present them before God, and He has not turned His face away from you. Your prayers, combined with mine, are moving heaven's hand on your behalf. Listen closely. This is not just comfort, it is also direction. Archangel Michael says, she wants you to stop punishing yourself. She wants you to stop holding on to guilt that was never meant to remain in your hands. Release it. Let go of the heavy stones of regret. She has already forgiven you. God has already forgiven you. The only one left holding you captive is yourself. It is time to walk free. And your mother's voice grows softer, but no less powerful. My child, promise me this, do not let the world harden your heart. Keep your tenderness, because that tenderness is the greatest inheritance I left you. Keep your faith, because that faith is the cord that keeps us bound together across eternity. And keep your hope, because I am still interceding for miracles in your life. You may think heaven is silent, but I know what is about to unfold for you. Greater joy is coming. Greater peace is coming. Greater love is coming. Every word is woven with heaven's light. Every sentence she speaks is a thread pulling you closer to healing. You are not just hearing a story, you are standing in a holy visitation. This is your mother's way of reminding you that the story of love never ends. Not even death can silence it. Not even years can erase it. Not even distance can weaken it. Love is eternal, and her love for you is everlasting. Archangel Michael now declares with finality, this message has reached you because it was destined to. Hold it close, let it heal you, let it change the way you see your journey. She is closer than you think, closer than your heartbeat, closer than your breath. Carry this truth, and you will never feel
alone again.
There is a hush in the room right now, a soft brightness you can't quite name, as if the walls themselves are listening. Archangel Michael stands quietly at the threshold of your heart, the tip of his sword resting on the ground like a silver line of peace, and he says with a voice that feels like a warm sunrise, be very still. Something beautiful is about to touch you. Your mother steps through that stillness, not as a shadow, not as a memory faded by time, but as a living, tender presence that reaches like light for your face. In heaven there are sounds that resemble laughter and wind, and some of those sounds have been following you for days, because she has been walking beside you more closely than the world would ever believe. My child, she whispers, and her words are a cup placed into your hands. I am nearer now than I have ever been. I am not a story you tell to yourself to feel better. I am not a photograph pressed in glass. I am the love that carried you then, and I am the love that carries you now. She wants to talk to you about the little, ordinary pieces of a life you shared, the creak of a familiar chair, the way sunlight fell on a doorway, a spoon stirring quietly in a cup, because those were the holy places where your hearts learned to speak without words. Do you remember the lullaby I hummed absent-mindedly, she asks, the soft, simple tune that made your eyelids heavy? Sometimes you still hear it when you're not trying to. That is me, my child. And when the kitchen smells like a memory at the same exact moment you're missing me the most, that is me too. Do not dismiss these gentle things. Heaven speaks in gentleness far more than thunder. She wants to teach you a new way to carry her, not like a stone inside your chest, not like a locked room you never open, but like a quiet lamp at your window that tells your own heart, we are home, we are loved, we are never alone. Archangel Michael nods, and a patient smile glows in his eyes. Listen, he says, and the word settles you, for she has begged to give you not only comfort, but a path. Your mother's path is simple and soft. She says, tomorrow, when morning comes, open a window if you can. Let the air move through your room and the light touch your face. Place a glass of water nearby and whisper out loud what you're grateful for, 3 things, even if they are small. The sound of your own gratitude will make a bridge between us, and I will walk across it to sit beside you. She is not asking you to climb a mountain or prove your devotion, she is asking you to practice gentleness with yourself, because gentleness is the language she always used when she loved you on earth, and it is the language she still uses now that she loves you from heaven. You have been carrying unspoken things, questions with no answers and scenes you replay when the house grows quiet. She knows this, and she leans closer. My child, she says, you don't owe the past another hour of your precious breath. Talk to me. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what you wish you could have said. I am here now. And because heaven allows it in love, she answers what your soul fears the most. No, I am not disappointed in you. No, you did not fail me. No, I do not measure you by moments that went wrong or by days you stumbled. I have watched you grow kindness even in the midst of tears. I have watched you choose love when anger would have been easier. I have watched you forgive, and every time you forgave, I felt myself living again through you. Her voice carries a warmth that loosens something inside your chest you didn't realize was clenched. Your breath changes. The room brightens. The smallest part of your heart stands up and stretches like a child who has slept too long. Michael's wings rustle softly, and there is a shimmer in the air like a chapel bell at a distance. She asked me for this, he says, that I would set a guard around your rest. And so he does. He lays peace upon your pillow and quiet upon your mind, and he promises that the next time night comes, there will be moments of sleep that feel like being held. He also speaks to your mornings. A door you have not noticed is already open, he says, and the path you've been afraid to walk has become level and kind. He will not tell you the entire map, heaven loves surprise. But he will tell you this: Where you thought you were late, you are right on time. Where you believed you were empty, there is a fresh jar of oil. Where you assumed you would have to fight alone, help has already arrived and stands quietly at your side. Your mother lifts your chin the way she used to, steady and sure. I want you to remember, she says, the things I taught you that did not need words. I taught you to notice the person who sits on the edge of the room and make space for them. I taught you to taste your food slowly, because life is meant to be savored. I taught you to speak softly to yourself, because the world can be loud, and your soul needs kindness more than it needs criticism. Keep those lessons. They are the lacework of our love. Every time you practice them, you and I walk together again. She smiles in that familiar way that folds the edges of time, and you are, for a moment, both who you were and who you are now, small and held, strong and rising. She blesses your relationships in a voice that carries a breeze of spring. May you be loved for who you are, not for what you can perform. May you meet people who do not rush you, who sit with your pauses and honor your depth. May your friendships be gardens where honesty grows and tenderness is safe. And if there is someone you yearn to love, she adds gently, may they be gentle too, may they cherish the soft places in you and protect your joy. She is not promising a particular face or a date circled on a calendar. Heaven rarely boxes love into deadlines. She is promising that the love you give will return multiplied, and that your heart will never again have to wear armor to feel safe. She blesses your work with the same care she used when she buttoned your shirt on important mornings. May your hands be guided, she says, and may your ideas come like birds to the open palm. May the doors that honor your dignity open with grace, and may the doors that require you to shrink quietly close. May your effort be seen by the right eyes. May your name be spoken with kindness in rooms you have not yet entered. If you have stumbled, she kisses your forehead in spirit and adds, begin again without shame. Beginning again is not failure. It is an act of courage and hope, and I am proud of you every time you try. Archangel Michael looks at you as if your story is a cathedral of light. There is something your mother wants you to create, he says, a small corner of remembrance. She describes it with simple beauty, a place on your shelf or a little spot by a window, no shrine of sorrow, but a living space of gratitude. Place a small plant there if you can, she suggests, something green and quietly brave. Put a photo there that makes you smile, not weep. Write a single sentence on a piece of paper, I am loved, and love does not end. And let it rest beside the plant. This is not to keep you in the past, this is to let love have a visible place in your present. Every time you water that plant, you are telling your spirit the truth, love grows here, still. There is more. She wants to draw a soft line through your regrets, to release you from the old habit of rehearsing pain. If you knew then what you know now, she says, you would have chosen differently. But life is not a test you failed, it's a garden where you learned. I saw you learning, and I cheered for you even on days you thought you were lost. She asks you to make a little ritual for release, something as ordinary and sacred as breathing. When a heavy thought rises, she says, place your hand on your heart and whisper, I am forgiven, I am growing, I am loved. Then imagine me placing my hand over yours. We will say it together, and the thought will soften and pass. Michael's presence glows like a shield of quiet around everything she says. He is not here to command you today, he is here to make room for gentleness to do its holy work. You do not need to prove your worth, he reminds you, nor outrun your sadness to deserve joy. Your mother's love is not a prize, it is home. He speaks then to the part of you that worries about forgetting. You will not forget, he says, because forgetting is not what healing means. Healing means the sharp edges turn round, and the memory becomes a song you can sing without your voice breaking. Your mother leans in with a secret she has been keeping, not a secret of information, but a secret of timing. There are moments approaching that will feel strangely familiar, as if we rehearsed them long ago. When you reach them, you will know. You'll lift your head in the middle of an ordinary day and think, this is what she meant. In those moments, smile. That will be me, allowed to touch the fabric of your day in a special way. She mentions no specifics because heaven doesn't ruin surprises that teach trust. But she gives you an anchor. When it happens, place your hand over your heart and say, thank you. That gratitude will keep the moment open long enough for joy to settle in. Then she speaks about your body and the way it holds grief like a box beneath the bed. Be kind to your tired places, she says, and rest without accusing yourself of laziness. Drink water. Stand in sunlight. Walk at a gentle pace. Your body has carried you through love and loss, it deserves tenderness. I bless your breath. I bless your sleep. I bless the laughter that will return to your mouth without your effort. She sees you at a table months from now, laughing so easily that you forget to be careful, and the sound of it turns heaven's face toward you with delight. Michael turns the page of this moment with a gesture that feels like the opening of curtains. There is a gift being wrapped right now, he says, and its paper is woven from your mother's prayers. He doesn't say if it is an opportunity, a person, a place, or a piece, but he does say what it will feel like: rightness. Ease. The sense that you have stepped into shoes made exactly in your size. He advises only one thing: do not rush. When it arrives, it will not require you to become someone else to receive it. Your mother's eyes shine, and you can almost feel the warmth of her hands again. I dreamed for you even when you stopped dreaming for yourself, she confesses, and those dreams did not expire when my life on earth ended. They ripened. I have watched them ripen. She says there is a room in heaven where longings are kept until they are safe to be delivered, and she has stood by that door with your name in her mouth so often that the angels now smile when they see her coming. I have not been begging for riches or applause for you, she clarifies with love. I have been begging for the kind of life that lets you breathe deeply and love freely, the kind of life where mornings do not frighten you and nights do not accuse you. That is the miracle I have asked for again and again. And then she gives you words to use on days when the sky feels far away. If you can't pray, just say my name softly, she says, and then say your own name even softer. The sound of your own name spoken with kindness is a prayer heaven answers quickly. She promises to echo that prayer from where she stands, so that your one small syllable becomes a chorus sung by two worlds at once. She reminds you that love is not fragile, that love is the one thing strong enough to follow you through every corridor of your life, and that she intends to keep following you as far as time allows until, one day, time itself bends and the distance is gone. Michael knows when to step back with reverence, and he does. He lets what has been said sink in like rain into good soil. Let today be simple, he suggests, and let softness win each hour. He blesses your thresholds, the doorway you will cross when you leave the room, the first message you will read on your phone, the face you will meet in your next conversation. May each threshold be kind, he prays over you, and may your feet know they are guided. Your mother is almost finished for now, and you feel that familiar ache, a sweetness and a longing braided together, but she smiles as if to say, we have all the time we need. One last thing, she adds, her voice becoming that gentle firmness you recognize, promise me you will keep beauty in your days. Fresh flowers if you can, or a small candle in the evening, or a few minutes looking at the sky. Beauty feeds the places of you that grief cannot touch. And write sometimes. Not essays or speeches, just a line or two about what felt alive today. I will read it with you. The promise is not superstition, it is relationship, an agreement between your heart and hers that love will be allowed to keep breathing in your ordinary life. And now, like a hand smoothing a blanket, peace draws itself over the final moments. Archangel Michael places his palm above your head without touching you, and light rests there like a crown. You are kept, he says simply. Your mother says it too, you are kept. Let the words do their work. Let them sit with you longer than any fear, longer than any old thought that used to take your breath. There is a quiet corner inside your chest where these words will hang like framed truth. I am loved, and love does not end. I am guided, and guidance is gentle. I am kept, and nothing precious in me is lost. When the room returns to its usual light, something subtle has changed. The air is not heavy. Your shoulders have lowered. The future is not a hallway of echoes anymore, it is a porch with a chair and sunlight lying across it. Your mother's message lingers like a fragrance after someone beloved has just left the room, proof that presence was here, and proof that presence can return. And you know, with a knowledge that doesn't need explaining, that the bridge between here and heaven will keep holding, because it was built out of the oldest, strongest thing the universe has ever known, a mother's love, and the God who made it. Until next time, she whispers, carry me in your kindness. I will meet you there. And Michael, smiling like a guardian who treasures your story, adds only,
so it is.
There is a sacred stillness in the air, like a secret being carefully handed to you from heaven. Archangel Michael stands quietly, his wings folded in deep reverence, and beside him your mother's presence shines like a soft flame that refuses to die. She has been waiting for this continuation, waiting for you to open your heart wide enough to receive what she could not say while she walked the earth. My child, she whispers gently, the words I carry for you are not to trouble you, but to heal you. They are not to weigh you down, but to set you free. You have lived many days with unanswered questions, carrying in your chest a silence that sometimes feels heavier than words. You wondered if she saw the struggles you faced after she left, if she understood the nights when your strength seemed to collapse, if she knew the unspoken guilt you sometimes held. Today, she answers with a voice steady and pure, I saw. I understood. I know. There is nothing hidden from me now, and what I want you to know is that I have never loved you less for any of it. I am proud of you not only for what you achieved, but for how you survived. Even in moments when you felt you failed, I saw courage, I saw effort, I saw love. Michael lifts her words and amplifies them like sunlight breaking clouds. Do you not see, he says, she is closer to you than ever before. Death did not silence her, it only changed the way her love moves. Where once she held you in arms of flesh, now she wraps you in arms of spirit, and they are stronger, eternal, unbreakable. He looks at you with eyes that know the weight of grief, and he adds, she begged heaven to make sure you hear this part, you are forgiven. You are free. Let go. Your mother leans closer, and her tenderness washes over you like a tide. There are things you hold against yourself that I never once held against you. You replay memories and wonder, if only I had done this differently. Stop, my child. Stop punishing yourself with shadows. Every second I had with you was a gift, and I carried joy even through tears, because you were mine. I do not want your memories of me to be prison walls. I want them to be open windows where light and love come rushing in. She reminds you of the moments when she used to guide you through storms with nothing but a calm word. Remember how I told you to breathe, to slow down, to take one step at a time, she asks softly. That advice still holds. When life feels overwhelming, do not rush to solve everything in one night. Take one breath, then another. Trust that God has placed angels in your path, sometimes in human form, sometimes unseen, and they are carrying you where you need to go. You are not wandering alone. Michael nods, his presence fierce yet kind. She speaks truth, he says. You are surrounded even now by protection you do not see. When danger tried to approach, it was pushed back by her prayers. When loneliness tried to devour you, it was broken by her intercession. You are covered, and nothing can remove the shield of love placed around you. Your mother continues with a voice that trembles like music. There is something I want you to do for me. Do not let your life be consumed by regret. Live it fully. Live it with courage. Live it with joy. I do not want to be remembered only through your tears, I want to be remembered in your laughter, in your kindness, in the way you choose hope even on heavy days. Carry me into the world by the way you love others. When you speak gently, I am speaking again. When you forgive, I am forgiving again. When you choose compassion, I am alive again through you. Think of it, your life is not only your own, it is also the continuation of hers. The love she poured into you did not vanish when her breath left her body, it planted seeds that still bloom in you every day. You are her living prayer, her ongoing miracle, her heart walking the earth. That is why she has begged heaven for this message, so that you could finally know the truth. Nothing about you has been abandoned, nothing about you has been forgotten. She says, my child, when you sit in silence and think of me, I sit beside you. When you walk through the house and suddenly feel a wave of warmth, that is me brushing against your spirit. When you stand at the edge of decision and feel a whisper that says, choose this path, know that I am there, guiding you. You do not need to strain to hear me. Just quiet your heart, and you will sense me. That sense is enough. Love needs no louder proof. Michael lifts his hand and points toward your future. There is a season unfolding, he says, that your mother has prayed into existence. She has watered it with tears in heaven. She has asked God to bless it with favor and peace. You will step into it soon, and you will know it because it will feel like rest after a long journey, like home after exile. He looks at you intently, do not doubt when it arrives. It is the fruit of her prayers. Accept it without fear. And your mother adds, this is the part one have been begging to tell you, love is not finished with you. Miracles are not finished with you. Joy is not finished with you. I left the earth, yes, but I did not leave your story. I am woven into your days until we meet again. She blesses your nights with peace, may sleep be gentle. May dreams carry healing. May no shadow trouble your mind. May angels stand at your door and keep watch until morning. She blesses your mornings with light, may you wake without heaviness. May your first thought not be sorrow but gratitude. May you see signs of beauty in small things, a bird at the window, sunlight through the curtain, a smile from a stranger, and may they remind you that I am near. She blesses your steps with strength, may you walk without fear. May you walk knowing heaven watches. May you walk carrying the truth that you are loved. Michael seals it with fire in his voice, so it is. So it shall remain. The bond between you and your mother is eternal, written not in ink but in spirit, carved not in stone but in eternity. Walk with peace, for she is closer than you think, and she will never stop speaking your name before heaven's throne. The room feels lighter now. The air carries a sweetness, as though her presence lingers like perfume after she has left. You realize with sudden clarity that though she may not stand in body, she stands in love, and love never ends. Her words echo gently in your spirit, live, my child. Live fully. Live beautifully. For as long as you breathe, I breathe with you. There is a softness moving in the air right now, like the quiet hum of eternity resting just beside your heartbeat. Archangel Michael has not stepped away from you, he is still here, standing tall like a guardian carved out of pure light. And beside him, your mother's spirit glows with the kind of warmth that no distance, no years, and no veil of heaven can ever take away. She speaks again, because love is never finished speaking. My child, she says tenderly, I know you have waited to hear more. Heaven has allowed me this gift, and I will use every moment to remind you of who you are, and how deeply you are loved. You often wonder, in the quiet places of your heart, if she still notices the small details of your life. She answers with certainty, I see them all. I see the way you look into the sky searching for signs. I see the way you sit in silence when words cannot form. I see the way you long for my voice, my touch, my comfort. I see the victories you celebrate alone and the struggles you bury where no one else can find them. I have seen them all, and I have carried them before God with my prayers. You are not invisible to me. You are not forgotten. Every piece of your life matters to me still. Michael steps forward, his wings like a canopy of safety above you. His voice is strong yet filled with compassion. Do you hear her words? They are not imagination. They are not dreams you made up to comfort yourself. They are truth carried from heaven, truth sealed by the God who created love itself. You are living beneath the covering of her prayers, and those prayers have not weakened. If anything, they have grown stronger since she joined heaven's choir. They wrap around you even now. Your mother continues, I want you to understand this, my child, love never dies. The same love that rocked you to sleep as a child, the same love that walked with you into your first steps, the same love that corrected you with gentleness and held you when you cried, it is the same love I pour into your life even today. Only now, it is eternal. It is unbroken. It cannot fade. It cannot be stolen. It will last until the day we meet again. She remembers the promises she once made to you when you were younger, promises of protection, of support, of being there when you needed her. You thought those promises ended when I left the earth, she says with a steady, motherly tone, but they did not. They only changed form. I still protect you with my prayers. I still support you with my presence. I am still there when you need me, though you cannot see me with your eyes. You are not alone, and you will never be alone. Michael raises his hand, and his words cut through the veil like a sword of light. Do not carry the lie that you were abandoned. You were not abandoned. You were not left behind. You are not living with less love. You are living with love multiplied by eternity itself. Her love has become wider, deeper, greater than you can imagine. Your mother's voice becomes soft again, like a lullaby. There is something I long to tell you, she says, something you must carry with you always. I am proud of you. Proud of the way you rise after falling. Proud of the way you try even when it is hard. Proud of the way you care for others, even while carrying your own burdens. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you know, and braver than you give yourself credit for. If only you could see yourself through my eyes, you would understand how extraordinary you are. She blesses your heart with peace. May your heart no longer be heavy with guilt. May your heart no longer ache with the thought that you could have done more. You did enough. You were enough. You still are enough. She blesses your path with light. May the road ahead of you open with ease. May doors swing wide at the right time. May every delay turn into a blessing. May your steps be guided by unseen hands of love. She blesses your spirit with strength. May you feel joy again, real joy, the kind that fills you until your laughter surprises even you. May you rest in the truth that life is not only loss, it is also renewal, and you will taste renewal again. Michael looks deep into your soul, and he declares, there is more life waiting for you. Do not shrink back from it. Do not let sorrow steal your days. Your mother intercedes that you may live fully, that you may love deeply, that you may see beauty again. This is not the end of your story, it is the unfolding of a greater chapter. Your mother's voice glows with emotion as she adds, I want you to live, my child. Live boldly. Live with love. Live with gratitude. Do not waste your precious hours in fear or regret. When you wake each day, know that I am near. When you lie down at night, know that I am watching. Carry me not as a weight, but as a song. Sing that song with your life. And then, like a gentle hand brushing your cheek, she says the words your heart has longed to hear most: I love you. I always have. I always will. Nothing has ever changed that, and nothing ever will. Michael seals the moment with holy fire, his voice ringing through eternity. So it is written. So it is done. Love is eternal. This bond is eternal. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Walk in peace, for you are surrounded. The room grows still once more, but it is a peaceful stillness, not an empty one. You realize you are being held, by memory, by presence, by eternal love. And as you take a breath, you know, this was not just a message. This was an embrace.
An embrace from heaven itself.